guys, and welcome to this week's video. So I wanted to do something a little bit different because I feel like I don't do enough videos surrounded around the topic of books, and I'm a natural bookworm. I always have a book on me, whether I'm like at work, at home, just chilling, or even going to meet my friends. I'm just constantly reading. So one of you guys actually commented on my previous video, which was the last Valentine's haul, and you guys wanted to see what my favourite books were of 2018, and that's what this video is going to be about, because I was going to do beauty favourites, but I thought I've always done that, so I want to do something different. So I've got 4 books next to me that I think you guys should really read this year, and also which were my favourites of last year, because they really resonated with me, and they're going to be in my bookshelf for life, I feel like, because they're just so good. So without further ado, let's get into it. So I'm going to start with the book I started to read at the beginning of the year. It's a really heavy book, and I've just realised I'm filming this on the Sunday, which is the week before I'm uploading this, and this adaptation is on BBC One tonight, and I'm so excited. You can probably guess what it is if you're British like me, and it is Les Miserables. I think that's how you pronounce it. Do not hate me if that's the wrong pronunciation, but I picked this up with my Christmas money in 2017, and I started to read this in the new year of last year, and it's like 1,000 pages of goodness, and I absolutely love the story. Victor Hugo is amazing, and I absolutely love the musical film. I watched it with Hugh Jackman, and I thought, I really love this, I really need to read a book, and I actually love the book. I think the book is definitely, obviously, it'll be more complex and more in detail, so you find out more about the characters' backgrounds, what their lives are like, what they're going through at the time, and you actually find out more about Marius. And the BBC adaptation on it is basically very close to the book, so you're going behind the scenes technically of the characters. So the musical is literally just like a brief summary of what this is about, with added songs of course. But yeah, if you're looking for something classic, something that you're gonna sink your teeth into and will take you a while, and you can't wait to have a book where you just sit down with a cup of coffee and just spend the whole afternoon reading, definitely get this. If you guys aren't familiar about the story of Les Mis, it's literally centered around Jean Valjean, who was released from prison for serving 19 years for stealing a loaf of bread, and he has an epiphany about being good and stuff like that, and he helps Fantine out and takes in Cosette and wants to have a good life for her, and he helps other people out, and there's different characters as well, and Marius, who helps to lead the march against the government and stuff. I think I'm going to say that, I think that is right, but I haven't read this in ages. And yeah, so it's, I don't know what else to say. It's literally one of my favourite ever books, and it's so heavy, and I'm going to keep it forever, and the cover is so pretty as well. I'm literally just obsessed with it, and I'm going to recommend this to everyone that I know who likes to read, because it's such a good book, and I'm so happy I bought it, and I'm so happy I read it, and I would definitely read it again probably at another point this year, because if you love something so much, you gotta keep reading it. The other ones I picked up were actually published last year, I feel like, and another one which was published a few years previously, 2013, yeah. So the next one is People in the Trees by Hanya Yanagihara. I think that's how you pronounce it. I sound like that typical British person that can't pronounce foreign words, and they just say it really commonly and terribly. So I apologise again. And this one is about young doctor called Norton Perina. In 1950, he embarks on an expedition to a remote Micronesian island in search of a ruined lost tribe, and basically the tribe is basically immortal because they're eating the flesh of a turtle who is magic, and he like discovers this and he returns to America where he soon finds great success, but his discovery has come at a terrible cost, not only for the islanders but for Pruno himself. This book is so good but also so sad. Like it's that kind of book where you're like, I don't want scientists to interfere with this like natural thing, and they just ruin it. It just proves that sometimes science just ruins things, and this is one of those books when a stupid doctor just ruins the tribe, and yeah, it's never the same after that. But it's so good, like the description of the island, the turtle, the tribe, and like I don't know how to describe it. It's such a really good book. It's like a whole another world compared to her other book, A Little Life, which I also love and I'm definitely going to pick up again this year. It's just incredible. I don't know what else to say about it, but I remember reading it on the train on our way to Manchester for the showcase, and I finished it on the train and I was just like, what the heck did I just read? Like, if you're looking for something quite different, then definitely pick this up. It's not like a terribly massive book, and it basically also says the people in the trees explore the various phases of misuse of power when cultures collide, and I think that happens a lot in the world. Hanya just explores this amazingly, and yeah, I don't know what else to say. The other book that I read, I was actually off sick when I started reading this last year, and it is Early Riser by Jasper Fforde. I described this, I think, in the previous favourites video as like a mix between Hunger Games, maybe even Game of Thrones with like the Night Riders and like zombie stuff. It's quite like that, all those kind of like otherworldly, I can't even remember the word, dystopian, that is it. And it's basically about every winter the human population hibernates because it gets really, really cold, and then you've got people called winter constables, which are basically like security guards. They make sure like all these otherworldly people and stuff stay away from where the people are hibernating. So you're keeping the whole country safe basically. And there's like an outbreak of a dream, and basically this guy called Charlie Worthing experiences it as well, and he's just trying to get to the bottom of it, and everyone's like, ignore the dreams. And then these people that have the dream, they sometimes turn into night walkers, which are basically like zombies, but they're in like a state of forever sleep kind of. And yeah, and it turns out something twisted happens, and it's really good. So if you love futuristic mystery thriller novels but also psychological thrillers, definitely get this. I don't know what else to say about it, but it was so good. It was my kind of read because I love things like Doctor Who. Doctor Who is like my favourite ever TV series, and I love Sherlock. So it was kind of like those kind of mystery, like alien things all put into this book. And the cover is so pretty as well. Just look at that, and there is a little bit of romance in here as well, not to lie, and it was just so good. So I consumed this in the space of like a few days, and definitely worth the read. And then the last one that I absolutely loved, because I wanted to stick it to 4 this year, because if I go on about every single book I read, we'd be here for at least 2 hours. So the other one that really, really hit me was The Mars Room by Rachel Kushner. This is kind of like a bit like Orange is the New Black. It's based in a women's correctional facility, and it follows, what's her name? I forgot her name. Romy Hall, and she's at the start of a life sentence at Stanville Women's Correctional Facility in California's Central Valley. And it just kind of shows her experience in it, and it's really good, and also her background, how she got there, and it's just really, really creepy as well. It's kind of like, I'd probably say, kind kind of like a mix between You, that show on Netflix that I absolutely love at the moment. So it's kind of got like stalkerish vibe to it as well. And she used to work, I think she used to work as a stripper at a nightclub. Those events in that nightclub led to her going, like, escaping the situation, and then she ends up committing the crime, which she didn't, like, it's like a question of whether she's innocent or guilty as well, because it's quite a complex reason why they put her in prison. So if you like that sort of thing, definitely check it out. I kind of picked up because I like the cover because it's pink, and I also like Orange Is the New Black and that sort of, I don't know, I just feel like I like crime and stuff now, which I never used to do, so it's definitely worth a read. And I read this in the space of a few days, and I just thought this is like one of my favourite new books. And yeah, so those are the books you guys need to read, and I can't even pick up Les Mis, it's so heavy. So these are the books you guys need to read this year, add to your to-read list. I also record every book I read on Goodreads, which is at Franalibi. I will link it in the description box below if you guys want to follow me as well if you're interested. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, got inspiration as well. Hopefully I wasn't being too rambly or too vague about what I thought these books, but I'm not very good at describing books, to be honest. If you guys did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe and hit notification bell below to get updates on next upload. I can't even speak. I think it's because I've been off too long that I just forget how to speak on the camera. But yeah, have a lovely weekend guys, and I will see you next time for another video. And also FYI, I do have a blog post of books I've bought recently to read in the year, so I'll link that in the description box below if you guys want to have a look. And yeah, I will see you next time. Bye!